Which promotion board's question had nothing to do with leadership ability? I was up for sergeant. 6 years in the Army, solid record, good evaluations. Figured the promotion board would be tough but fair. The board had 3 senior NCOs sitting behind a long table. Master Sergeant Vaughn in the middle, flanked by 2 first sergeants I'd never met. Standard questions came first. Army values, leadership principles, battle drills. I answered everything confidently. Then Vaughn leaned forward with this weird smile. Specialist, final question. What's the proper way to fold a fitted sheet? I thought I'd heard wrong. I'm sorry, Sergeant, a fitted sheet. The kind with elastic corners that goes on your mattress. How do you fold it properly? The other board members were trying not to smile. I stood there in my dress uniform completely confused. Is this a trick question, Sergeant? Not at all. We're waiting for your answer. I had no idea. Nobody knows how to fold fitted sheets. You just kind of ball them up and shove them in the closet. That's what everyone does. But I was in a promotion board, had to give some answer. You, match the corners together, then fold it in half, then in half again. Vaughn wrote something down. Thank you. Board dismissed. I walked out thinking I just failed the weirdest promotion board in Army history. My buddy Nolan was waiting outside. How'd it go? They asked me about folding sheets. What? Fitted sheets. How to fold them. I have no idea what just happened. Results came out a week later. I made the list, got promoted to sergeant. At the promotion ceremony, Vaughn pulled me aside. Bet you're wondering about that sheet question. Yes, Sergeant. Been driving me crazy. He laughed. We ask it to every promotion candidate. Been doing it for 3 years now. Why? Because it has nothing to do with being a soldier. And that's exactly the point. He explained that they started asking random domestic questions after noticing a pattern. The best leaders weren't always the ones who knew every Army regulation by memory. We had this one candidate, perfect soldier, could recite doctrine forwards and backwards. Got promoted, became the worst team leader I've ever seen. The guy treated soldiers like robots. No empathy, no understanding that people had lives outside the Army. Then we promoted this other soldier. She barely passed the board, got nervous, forgot half the answers. But when we asked about the fitted sheet, she admitted she didn't know and laughed about how her mom tried to teach her 100 times. That soldier became an amazing leader, related to her troops, understood their problems, made time for their personal issues. So we started asking random life questions. Fitted sheets, how to jumpstart a car, best way to remove a stain. Doesn't matter what you answer, we're watching how you respond. Candidates who admitted they didn't know something? Who showed they were human? Those were the ones who usually became good leaders. Candidates who made up complicated answers, who pretended to be experts on everything, those were red flags. You said you match the corners and fold it. Simple, honest answer. Didn't overcomplicate it. That told us more about your leadership style than any doctrine question ever could. I got assigned my first team 3 weeks later. 4 soldiers, all younger than me. One of them was Private Curtis, a kid from Ohio who was constantly struggling. Homesick, relationship problems, behind on his qualifications. Old me might have just smoked him until he got his act together, but I remembered what Vaughn said about being human. Found out Curtis's girlfriend had broken up with him over text. He was devastated, couldn't focus on anything. Sat down with him one evening. Listen, I know you're going through it. Take the weekend. Go home if you need to. We'll figure out the training when you get back. He looked shocked. You're not going to counsel me? For what? Having feelings? This job's hard enough without pretending we're machines. Curtis went home, spent time with his family, came back focused. Caught up on everything within 2 weeks. Became one of my best soldiers. 6 months later, I was up for staff sergeant. Different board, same process. Questions about tactics, regulations, Army history. Then the senior NCO asked, what's the best way to get red wine out of carpet? I smiled. Honestly, Sergeant, I have no idea, but I'd probably start by asking someone who's dealt with it before instead of pretending I'm an expert. He grinned. Correct answer. Board dismissed. Made that list too. Ran into Vaughn at the promotion ceremony. Heard you got the wine question. Told him I'd ask for help. Smart. That's what good leaders do. He told me the board had expanded the program. Now every promotion board in the battalion used random life questions. Command thought we were crazy at first. Then they looked at the data. Leaders selected under the new system had 30% fewer disciplinary issues in their teams, 40% better retention rates. Turns out asking about fitted sheets was the smartest thing the Army ever did. Last year I made sergeant first class. Board asked me how to fold a paper airplane. I folded one right there at the table, made it fly across the room. They loved it.